Hi guys, in this one we'll be doing a few repairs on the Polo. A few weeks ago we noticed the head gasket had gone and the radiator's been leaking, so we'll be replacing those and just doing a general little service on the Polo as it kind of needs it. Alright, so yeah, a few weeks ago we had a look at this and the air filter was completely drenched in oil, so oil was coming up the breather. You can see it sort of, it's covered all of this. And we took the breather off and then just loaded mayonnaise in there. Basically when water and oil mixes, and that is like one of the key signs that the head gasket has gone. So that's what we'll be doing today, looking at that.
A little trick which will help out is spray those WD-40 when you penetrate in oil. They are very tight on.
To get the manifold off, those bolts are extremely tight, so just let them soak in a bit of WD for a bit. So a little update where we are. We've taken the radiator out, so it's over there. We've got the exhaust manifold sort of off, and we just pushed it to the side, and now we're sort of tackling the inlet. And the bolts are quite difficult to get, but the top ones are easy, but there are some on the bottom. But you can reach them from the top, so that's where we are. So everything is disconnected from the head. So the exhaust manifold, the inlet manifold, the thermostat housing, and just a few like wires and grounds. That is free now.
Just cam belt left.
Yeah, we'll show you about cam belt because you can lose timing. When we'll show you a little way to line it up and keep everything together as well.
So on the Polos, there's a dimple on the pulley, which is, you can see on the camera, it's just there. And then on the cover, there's an arrow at the bottom there. And what you want to do is you want to turn the engine over by hand. I think it's a 24mm nut on the bottom crank. And that will turn clockwise. And then you want to stop, and the little dimple is lining up with the arrow down there. And that's when you know the head then
is all lined up. Again.
Hit compression. Should go tight.
Almost there. Slowly now. Right there. Yeah.
So still at the bottom, you line up on as well.
So you can see the
See that little notch? See that? Between the two plastics, that little notch in the pulley.
Yep.
So that means the bottom's lined up as well. So
let's get down here.
And that means to line up. It's supposed to go to just to the right of it there, you see. That's bang on, absolutely bang on, smack on.
We've also got this paint pen if we need to mark it. Just sort of better visualizer. You don't really need it, but this Volkswagen already thought of everything.
So the head bolts are M12 splines. I'll give you a show of them. I got a little kit which is useful for these. It's just from Machine Mart. It was like 20 quid. It's got loads of different sizes in, but I found the best way to use them is get a 12mm socket and they just drop in, and then it's narrow enough to get down the sides of the cams and the block. I'll show you. And then you can get down, because it's quite narrow between the head. There's like a sequence of which order. So taking off, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then when it goes back on, it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So there's the old head gasket. To be honest, it doesn't look too bad. There's some areas that are like that there. Some areas of it that were leaking, as you can see on the engine in the corner there. There was oil leaking out, and over here as well. But overall, it doesn't look that bad. We probably caught it early, didn't we? To be honest.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad, it was just starting.
Yeah, it was just sort of starting. I mean, all that mayonnaise might have been there from, you know, previous time, before I bought it, and no one's actually cleaned it out. But to be honest, it doesn't look too bad. But the bottom of the engine is completely covered in oil, so I don't know why that is. But hopefully this solves some of the issues, like oil coming up the breather. So this is where we're at. We've taken the top bit off, and we're down at the head now. And we're just going to clean it up with some sandpaper. We're going to start with 800 grit, and then I've got 1200 and 2000 grit, and we're just going to clean it up and make sure the gasket can sit flat and nice on there. But it's not taking too long to get to this stage. But we've had to order this in as well, torque wrench. We're going to use this one to start off with, and then we'll use the big boy over there. But yeah, we had to order that in. That's come this morning, Amazon next day. So they saved their ass there.
Well, you can tell it's nicer because it's copper instead of
rubber.
A rubber gasket, you see. Hold on, pass me out. Yeah,
the same.
Hell of a lot nicer that is. And then you've got more structure around the see around there?
Yeah.
It's got more structure to it, you see.
There we are. Everything lined up. Looks like it.
Beautiful.
Yep.
What is that? What was this brand? Sure Seal.
Oh, Motive Components Limited.
It's quite good quality actually. It doesn't look too bad actually. It's quite nice. I like how it's using copper there instead of the
like
rubber seal.
You got copper there, and then on this one
shitty rubber one, isn't
It's like a rubber one, and that's actually caved in, that rubber, so
yeah.
you know, just from wear and tear.
Pull the where was that? Oh, that one. Stage 1, you do all them in that sequence at 40 Newton meters, and then you do stage 2, so you do the same setup, step by step, then 60 Newton meters, and then it's 180 degree. So you can either do that in one swoop, 180, or you can do it in 90 degree in situ. So 90, and then you can go 90 again. Depends what sort of like bar you've got on it and what sort of strength you've got.
James is just doing the last bit now, the 180 turn, which is arse clenching. It is it goes against everything that you would want to do with a bolt, and that is tighten it so tight that it feels like it's going to break.
Oh, that's it. Oh my god.
Definitely needed a new radiator, I think. Look at the mess. What has happened here? Look at the corner. It's so rotten. But this has probably been in the car since day one. The bottom is like all rotten.
It's leaking, see where it's leaking in each corner. Antifreeze and then antifreeze there.
We just need to get that out for the sensor, and then we can scrap it.
Rubber's on, yeah?
Yep. So we have it, the old head gasket has now been taken off and a new one replaced. And we've also replaced the old radiator with a brand new one. So we'll just run through some engine procedures, like running it in basically, seating the gasket, and yeah, just getting it up to temperature, making sure there's no leaks and it's all right.